want to eat anything anymore, and it's not in an eating disorder way. It's in a everything is made out of chemicals and tastes like plastic now way.
The food, what is going on? Like, it does not taste like food.
Food is not real right now. The shit you're buying from the grocery store, the shit that I'm buying from the grocery store, it's not real right now.
Why the hell is this cheese not melting? What are they feeding us?
I think something is very wrong with the food here in America. Okay. And most of us can like feel it when we even eat this kind of stuff. And it's getting to a point now to where eating McDonald's is almost a better option than us trying to eat healthy because we don't know what's real anymore. At least we know what we're getting with McDonald's. We are eating more than ever, we're spending more than ever, and we have more options in any society in history. I mean, have you seen the amount of flavors that we have for Pop-Tarts, for freaking cereal, for oatmeal? Like, this can't be real. And yet people are sicker, more tired, more overweight, more medicated, and more confused about food than ever before as well. This is not no coincidence. I want you to walk into any grocery store, look around, and the shelves are just packed with products that look like food, sound like food, and are marketed as food, but they barely qualify as food anymore. Okay? Like, it feels like it's literally was made in a lab. Like they typed up a bunch of codes and they just created food. This cannot be real. We got cheese out here that ain't even melting like cheese. Bread that lasts for 3 weeks while going stale. You got fruit drinks with more sugar than soda and no actual fruit to them for real. And then you have protein bars that are basically candy bars with better branding. And the scary part is that most of us grew up on this stuff, okay? So to us, this is normal. And I don't even know how we even survived off of that crap, okay? Now, our grandparents didn't need ingredient labels to read like, chemistry homework. They didn't need low fat, zero sugar, keto friendly, whatever that crap is, heart healthy, and immune boosting slapped on everything to convince them that the food was safe. They bought the food, they cooked it, they ate it, and somehow society didn't collapse from eating real butter. You know what I'm saying? But now we live in a world where the average person will consume ultra processed foods multiple times a day, not occasionally, not as a treat, but as the foundation of their diet. Keep in mind, these foods are engineered. They're not cooked, they are engineered, chat, okay? They are engineered to be hyper palatable. They're engineered to bypass your natural fullness signals. And they're engineered to make you crave more, even when you're not even hungry. This isn't even about willpower anymore. This is about biology being hacked in real time. And this is scary because your brain is wired to seek sugar, salt, and fat because historically, those were rare and valuable. Modern food companies took that wiring and turned it into a business model, like how they do everything else. They don't sell nourishment, they sell repeat consumption. That's why you eat a whole bag of chips and somehow you still want more. That's why, quote unquote, once you pop, you can't stop isn't just a slogan, okay? It is literally a design feature. And while we're distracted arguing about carbs versus fat, vegan versus carnivore, and organic versus conventional, the real issue is that most of what we are eating isn't even food in the traditional sense. Edible products. And the consequences are everywhere. Rising obesity rates, soaring rates of type 2 diabetes, gut issues, chronic inflammation, hormone disruption, brain fog, constant fatigue. We are the most quote-unquote fed society in history and one of the most nutritiously deficient. Now, how does this happen? It's because our calories are cheap, but real nutrition is rare. A dollar menu can fill your stomach, yes, but it can't support your metabolism, it can't support your hormones, your nervous system, your immune system, and your long-term health. Now, call me crazy, but I believe that food is supposed to rot, is supposed to expire, and it's supposed to be simple enough that you recognize what you are eating without some kind of decoder ring, okay? So maybe the real question isn't like, hey, which diet is the best? You know what I'm saying? Maybe the question is, Why is so much of our food designed to be addictive instead of nourishing? Okay? Because when you zoom out, it starts to feel less like a personal failure and more like a systematic one. Something is very wrong with the food here in America, okay? Not because people are lazy, not because people don't care, but because the system that feeds us is optimized for profit and not health, like how it is for everything. And the first step to fixing that is recognizing that issue.
Is anybody else's appetite fucked up? It's like either I'm not hungry or when I eat, it feel like I didn't eat. Like, what the fuck? Like, I could eat a standard, 2-3 meals a day, but at the end of the day, I still feel like, damn, I ain't eat shit. Or I could not eat all day and be like, wow, accidentally fasted. What's going on?
And in case you needed more proof that the government is trying to harm us, I bought this bread months ago. This is the expiration date. It is best used by December 28th, 2025. It is currently February 10th or 11th of 2026. This bread has absolutely no imperfections, nothing. And I used to have to freeze my bread, the same bread years ago, just because it went bad on me so quick. So I don't know what they're doing, but they're giving us fake bread.
It's 3 a.m. and I just went down a rabbit hole. This food ain't real. This food is not real. This is bread. Mind you, I'm watching videos, so I remember that I had some buns in my pantry that I hadn't gotten rid of because I wanted some turkey burgers one day and I never used the rest of the buns. And I'm like, I know they should have maybe expired like December. It's January 7th. Y'all, this is the bread that should be expired. It should be molding or molded at this point. Why am I wringing it out like a dry, this ain't food. That's not food. Y'all, I'm traumatized and I don't know what I'm gonna do, but now you're traumatized too.
We got the 3D chicken. This is crazy. What is that? It's the bubbles under the skin. But is that even skin? What is that?
What is it? Because look at that. And then you pull it and it's just slimy.
Ew, it's just gooey.
Food is not real right now. The shit you're buying from the grocery store, the shit that I'm buying from the grocery store, it's not real right now. Prove me wrong. I've got people that tell me their dogs and cats won't eat this shit they're buying from the grocery store. I've got TikTok all over my ass for making videos calling out the truth about what these stores are trying to pass off as real meat. Some of this ground meat stuff, kids, if you turn the package around and you scan that little barcode, it's going to take you to an FDA website and they're going to tell you all kinds of crazy shit. But none of it is going to be, it's processed right here at home. That's all I'm going to say. Because TikTok will violate me for telling you too much truth. They don't want you knowing all the shit that's in that stuff. Look, this is all the big box stores. But if I name them, they're gonna hammer me. It doesn't grill right. Animals won't even eat it. Sometimes these lettuces and shit, look, I've been a chef for 30 years. I will tell you right now, our food ain't fooding right now.
Why the hell is this cheese not melting? What's going on? I'm gonna let it just sit on it for a second, cause what? The heat is high. What's going on? What are they feeding us?
The beef steaks are from the store. And these are from a local farm. See the difference?
Okay, we are cooked. Get cooked, Jack. GG.
I don't know anything about it. I know nothing about it. You're saying that they had left. I don't know anything about it. You're telling me about it for the first time.
Processed fake fish. Like, first of all, look at this.
Regular fish.
Regular fish. It doesn't really look normal to me though, because I don't know. This doesn't look like fish to me. But look. Look at the texture. My finger makes an indent like a sponge. And then I did this. Squeeze.
This was a big realization I had when I left the US. Our food supply is almost fully synthetic, bro. We've all seen the fruit that looks like rubber. I've never seen fruit that looks like that outside of the US. Also, back home, our grocery stores mainly sell us pre-packaged meat that is covered in nitrates to preserve the meat and give it that red color. But these same nitrates cause botulism in our bodies, which is no joke. Botulism attacks the body's nerves and causes difficulty with breathing. It causes muscle paralysis and even death. And the pesticides they're spraying on our fruit and vegetables doesn't help much either. And if you want real food in the States, you're paying an arm and a leg for it. If you've been eating clean and exercising regularly, but you're still noticing your body is inflamed, that's why. I'm currently in the Philippines and most meats aren't even pre-packaged. They're also not as red as what we're used to seeing. And when you eat it, it's like the food actually gets turned into energy, instead of making you feel sluggish and bloated. Like, what the fuck are they doing to our food supply?
Look at this shit. Put a magnet that I got from here into the Great Value Chicken.
It literally won't go in.
Per diem. Let's try per diem. Look at that shit. Not falling. It's not falling. Watch.
What's actually going on? Just cut this avocado. No avocado state.
Eggs from fucking Costco. Crack them in a separate bowl because I just grabbed one and that's a motherfucking roundworm that just came out of that fucking egg.
If you're living in America, you have to tell me if this makes any sense. The food, what is going on? Like, it does not taste like food. Like, something's off. Please tell me I'm not the only one.
I don't want to eat anything anymore, and it's not in an eating disorder way. It's in a everything is made out of chemicals and tastes like plastic now way. I don't know what's been going on the last few months, but every next meal just tastes more and more synthetic than the last. It's disgusting. I'm like I'm literally sitting here. I'm very hungry, and everything I'm going through my brain that I could possibly eat, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. All were my favorite foods a few months ago. That and just choosing what to eat. Do I want the cancer-causing chemicals, or do I want the chemicals that are going to cause my blood not to clot in 5 years? I make jokes with my roommate all the time about how I wish I could just have a cube of nutrients that would keep me alive. And I'll take my little foodie cubie and be good. And I'm lazy. I cannot be Nora Smith. I will keep purchasing the food and eating it to stay alive, but I'm not happy about it. Once again, not in an eating disorder way. I have a healthy relationship with food. All the food is nasty. All the food is poison. That is my problem. The food is trying to kill me.
Do you ever think like, good God, I'm trying so hard to lose weight and I'm doing everything right, but it's so hard to make those good choices. I feel like there's something in the food. Let me tell you why I believe that. I came to America about 30 years ago. I was really thin. My whole family was thin. We were eating the same foods at home. We were not going out to eat at McDonald's. We were making everything at home. And we massively started gaining weight on the same food we would have been eating back home. Now, we were less educated than we are now, so we didn't know what was going on and we didn't know what to look for. Fast forward to today, and this has happened with 3 families I have helped come over from either Russia or Ukraine. Right now, I'm helping one family from Russia, and there's like 6 of them, and they are all of a healthy weight. Yesterday, I talked to them, and they're like, Lena, we're gaining weight. Like, we're all gaining weight. And like the mom, she's thin, right? And she's like, we don't know what's going on. So they started like looking at the food. For example, they noticed there's a lot of sugar in the milk. And compared to what they're used to back home, I'm not even talking about added sugar. I mean, it says that it's not added sugar, but compared to the kind of milk they were eating, tons of sugar. So they've completely cut out the sugar. She's trying to walk like 15,000 steps. She said, I wasn't really walking that much over there, but like now here I'm feeling like I have to keep moving my body in order to maintain my weight. There is something in the food. There are added things. There are things that change the way we feel hunger. I don't know what that is. I'm not a scientist, but just by basic example of seeing these people coming to America, always having been thin, and now all of a sudden being like, what the actual F is happening? This, my friends, is evidence, whatever that may be, that something is up. And I'm not saying they're just sitting on their butt. Maybe that's a factor, right? But I'm sorry. It's not that big of a difference in movement, and these people are trying to move their body, they're trying to do things, they're trying to get out and about, but something is in the food, and they're not going out to restaurants at all because they don't speak English, and they don't feel comfortable going to a restaurant trying to order. So everything is home cooked. Everything. They don't bring in sodas, they don't bring in any of the like junky in the middle foods because they don't really know what it is, so they try to stay away from it, yet still they are gaining weight. So if there's anything this story can tell you, my dear friend, it's not just you are not lazy. There's a food component there. I don't know what it is, man, but example, when I moved to Korea, I lost 40 pounds in the first 2 months. No, I was not walking that much more in order to lose 20 pounds a month, right? Something's in our food system, okay? And I'm not a conspiracy theorist person, but I just look at every family that I've helped come to America, and every time, about 4 months in, they're like, I don't know what's happening to my body. I don't feel good, and I'm gaining weight, and oh my God, what are we doing?
If you want to hear a scary and interesting story, watch this video. My wife and I, we just got back from our trip to Brazil. We were there for 3 weeks, and she's from Brazil originally, so we went to go visit her family. Now, prior to the trip, we cut out eating rice and like potato chips and things like that. We used to eat something crunchy with like every single meal, and we used to eat rice almost every single meal. Cut that out for like 3 months, lost weight, went to Brazil, and once we got to Brazil, we ate so much food all the time. Some of you know, some of you don't. I'm a bariatric patient, so my stomach is not as big as it used to be, and I was still eating so much food all the time. I'm talking chocolates, brownies, rice, beans, and meat every single day, French fries every single day. The traditional Brazilian meal is rice, beans, farofa, French fries, meat, salad, these kinds of things. Vinaigrette, which is like it's like a pico de gallo Brazilian style. Picanha every single day, meat, carne every single day. You name it, we ate it. And we were like, oh shit, when we get home, we're gonna step on that scale. It's gonna be a whole different story. And we got home and we stepped on the scale, both of us, and we both lost weight. Now here's the interesting part. We have been back for 3 days. We landed on Wednesday at 7 a.m. The first thing we got, since we'd been gone, our fridge was empty, our house was empty. The first thing we got was breakfast. We just ordered Uber Eats from this diner down the street. Fake eggs, crappy ass hash browns, sausage links, whatever, just to put food in our stomachs while we were home until we figured out groceries and everything. I got some shredded beef from Trader Joe's, peppers, onions, tomatoes, cooked up some food the last couple of days. Even used some of like the stock freezer food that you can just pop real quickly and easy. There was like raviolis and meatballs from Trader Joe's. 24 hours after we were in LA, we woke up the next day and we had the worst headaches ever for hours. Feeling sluggish, feeling tired. We know jet lag. This was not jet lag. I can't even fathom the fact that I was able to consume as much food and a variety of different foods, from sweets to drinking Guarana and Coke Zeros over there to eating as much as we want, just to coming back here for one day to the United States and eating the food that we ate, both home cooked and ordered. Fucking Amazon. And we both felt as shitty as we felt in 24 hours. Yeah, this country's food, no bueno, dude.
Bro, I'm calling this now. Something wrong with the meat in the United States. Like, I don't know. Every time I get meat now, even if it's like white meat, like the chicken, my stomach be toe the fuck up. And I don't know, man. I think they hiding something. The United States, they would do that shit too. They would do that shit. Something fucked up with the meat. I'm telling y'all. Just vegetables only, for real.
I am not well.